Anyone who has ever robbed a bank knows, the best way to avoid getting caught by the police is to blend in with the hostages. The police snipers were already in position, but command still refused to give the order to fire, because everyone on the rooftop looked exactly the same. They were all wearing the same clothes, and the same masks, but the real robbers were only two of them. If they shot the wrong person, it would mean killing a hostage by mistake, and no one could take responsibility for that. Just as both sides were stuck in a deadlock, chaos suddenly broke out on the rooftop. One of them started losing control emotionally. He waved a fake gun in his hand, and began shouting loudly. He even forced the people beside him to kneel down. So obviously, the man with the gun had to be one of the robbers. The sniper immediately requested permission to shoot. At that moment, all the pressure fell onto Commander Raquel. If he did not shoot, a hostage could die, but if he fired and hit an innocent person, he would have to face all the political and public backlash. After hesitating for a few seconds, he finally gave the order to fire.
Luz verde.
Con 2-3. ¡Abran fuego!
A muffled gunshot rang out, and the man holding the gun dropped to the ground. His mask fell off as well, but when the surveillance footage zoomed in, Raquel was completely stunned. The man lying in the pool of blood was not a dangerous criminal. It was Arturo, the director of the Mint. Now that was awkward. The robbers had occupied the Mint for a full 36 hours, and the police still had not even made it through the front door. Yet their very first shot hit the hostage they were supposed to protect. Raquel knew very well, what awaited him would be harsh criticism from his superiors, relentless attacks from the media, and endless guilt deep inside himself. Luckily, Arturo was only shot in the shoulder. His life was not in danger for now. The robbers on the rooftop did not abandon the hostage like everyone expected. Instead, they looked completely panicked, because before the operation started, they had made one strict rule: no one could die. So Denver and the others quickly carried the screaming Arturo off the rooftop together, and rushed him back inside the building for emergency treatment. What shocked everyone even more was that before the operation, the professor had actually forced this group of robbers who only knew how to fight to go through professional medical training, all to prevent casualties from happening. But the medical equipment inside the building was very limited. Removing the bullet was nearly impossible. Meanwhile, the police command center had already turned into complete chaos. The higher-ups did not care whether the hostages lived or died. They only cared about who would take the blame. Even though Raquel was mentally falling apart, he still stepped forward and took responsibility. What worried him most now was how to save the hostage accidentally shot by his own people. After thinking it over, he decided to contact the robbers directly, to see if they were willing to send Arturo out for treatment. The call connected quickly, but Raquel had no idea that the mastermind he was speaking with was not even inside the Mint. He was actually hiding in a basement not far away.
Profesor.
Han disparado sobre los rehenes. Y ahora hay uno debatiéndose entre la vida y la muerte. Supongo que me llama por eso.
Tengo la ambulancia para trasladar al herido.
Nadie va a salir de aquí.
Ese hombre se está desangrando.
Por una bala que han disparado ustedes.
The professor sounded calm and composed on the phone. He took advantage of the police mistake, and harshly condemned their recklessness, which caused Raquel to lose control of the negotiation. The professor then began guiding the police, step by step, into the trap he had prepared in advance. In reality, neither side wanted Arturo to die at this moment, but for the professor, sending Arturo outside for treatment was impossible, because Arturo had already seen the robbers' faces, and knew the internal defense layout of the building. The moment he was released, the police would immediately launch an assault. After a long negotiation, the professor finally offered his solution. He would allow the police to send a medical team into the Mint to perform surgery on Arturo inside the building. But at the same time, he proposed one condition.
El herido quiere hablar con su mujer.
Por supuesto.
Little did they know, this phone call would become the key to helping the robbers pull off the perfect billion-dollar heist.